D, wait for it, light bulb.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds? And have I got a story for you? Now, also down below, you can read the articles. You can look at the articles that I am going to read to you. And if you want to read them for yourself or, come back and read them and stuff, it'll be down there and everything. Before I get started on reading these stories, I just want to say that if you like what I do here and you enjoy independent content here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my channel. YouTube is always changing up their algorithm, and small channels like mine, we usually get pushed to the back of the line. So please ask that you like, share, and subscribe, and I thank you in advance. So now that I got that out of the way, why don't we go ahead and get started? Comes from a giant freaking robot, and it says, Elliot Page being considered to replace Ezra Miller as the Flash. Dun, dun, dun. The plot thickens. So it says, since the crazy downfall of Ezra Miller, and how crazy has it been? I did a couple of videos on that. I'll leave a link in the iCard section, everything. But Warner Brothers Discovery has found itself in a precarious situation. Miller was meant to appear as the Flash in an upcoming film in 2023, but their most recent troubling issue could lead to the film becoming a major flop in movie theaters. Now, the media company must decide if they are going to recast the role and basically reshoot the entire film. That would cost a huge amount of money. I don't think they should do that. But the hope would be, however, they cast as the Flash would help to catapult the new movie to a level where the studio would at least break even on their investment. Enter Ellen Page. Fans have been clamoring for Elliot Page. Enter Elliot Page. Fans have been clamoring for Page to be called upon to replace Miller. And there are insiders claiming that Warner Brothers Discovery is highly considering Page for the role, which I'll get into my thoughts on that in just 2 seconds. The decision to go with a movie star over Grant Gustin might upset a lot of people, as the man has rightfully earned at least an audition after portraying the Flash for 8 seasons on the CW. However, Elliot Page has much more experience in terms of blockbuster films, as the same as Ezra Miller. Page is an Academy Award nominee for his role in Juno, and he also appeared in 2 X-Men films. That is not to mention that the man is currently on one of the stars of the comic adapted series, The Umbrella Academy. Sorry, I lost my place there. Page has become one of the most celebrated actors, and the Flash film would certainly garner more positive traction if he was cast in the titular role. Before I go any further, I just want to say, not casting Grant Gustin out of everything that's a tragedy. He's so good as the Flash on that show, even though I don't like that show anymore. It's not very good. But he does a good job. As far as replacing Ezra Miller in this movie, they're not going to do that. That's way too much money. They've already put $200 million into this movie. They are not going to put more into this movie. I'll tell you that right now. They're going to release it as is. I think they should just release it into the theaters and just hope for the best and everything. As far as replacing, I'll get to that in just a second. As it stands, Warner Brothers Discovery will have to gamble on something soon before the film is buried under all the negative publicity that it has received in the past 3 months. Ezra Miller being replaced by Elliot Page might just save the Flash. I don't think it would, but we'll see. The film needs to be surrounded by more positivity, especially after the most recent allegations against Miller. They had been accused of grooming, especially after the parents of Dakota Iron Eyes claimed that Miller was using violence, intimidation, the threat of violence, fear, paranoia, delusions, and drugs to hold sway over their child. Miller then disappeared and was allegedly on a farm with firearms and many small children. There have been conflicting reports of the latter allegation, so it may not be true. Still, Miller has been wrapped up in too many incidents and clearly needs to seek help. I agree with that. For now, Elliot Page sounds like the front runner to replace Ezra Miller, and we would happily accept that. Page is a celebrated actor who continues to garner great roles and put everything into those roles. The Flash is meant to be the cornerstone of the DC multiverse and is bringing back Michael Keaton as Batman. This legendary role reprisal should be met with plenty of success and not battered down by its lead actor's issues. Hopefully something can be worked out. And then it says The Flash is supposed to be released in June of 2023. However, Elliot Page replacing Ezra Miller would need to happen in the next few months for the film to somewhat stay on the same release track. Warner Brothers Discovery had better make a decision and quick. I say, okay, so now this is what I say to that. Don't do it. If you're going to replace Ezra Miller, do it after you release that Flash movie. There's already too much money sunk into this movie, and you've pushed it back. I don't think that replacing Ezra Miller is going to save it. I don't think it might save it, but I don't think you're going to make your money back. I don't. I mean, this movie's got to be so freaking good that people just can't not go see it more than once. And I don't know if that's the case, especially with that writer, Christina Hodson. She sucks. So I don't know if this movie's going to be all that good. As far as Elliot Page taking over, what? I'm all like, listen, I understand that you want to change one transgender actor for another, but listen, I have nothing against Elliot Page, but I don't see it. Like, I mean, so what? Elliot Page kind of looks like Ezra Miller in this picture, so I don't see it. Yeah, I just don't see it. That's my thoughts on that. I don't know who you would replace Ezra Miller with going forward. I do think he should be replaced just because Ezra Miller's just got too many problems. But I don't think that Elliot Page is the correct answer for that. I don't think that Elliot Page is not the right actor for this to switch. Yeah, that's my thoughts on that. Okay. Tell me, what do you guys think about all of this? How do you feel about Elliot Page being considered to replace Ezra Miller for the new Flash movie? Do you think that's a good idea? Do you think it's not a good idea? Do you think he's the best actor for the job? I mean, listen, again, I have nothing against Elliot Page. That's just not who I would choose. I'd pick Grant Gustin over Elliot Page. But we'll see. You never know. I do think they should replace him. Not in that Flash movie. Too much money. It would be too much money to replace him and do the visual effects to replace him in that movie. Too much. I wouldn't do it. They have to refilm the entire freaking movie because he plays two characters. It would just be too much. It would just be too much. Tell me what you guys think. Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. I won't mind if you my channel. Please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys next week. You guys have a good week. Bye.